Most people think they understand Jung's most dangerous discovery wasn't about mental illness. It was about people who see everything others miss, and why this ability destroys them. Jung documented differentiated perception, individuals reading micro-expressions, sensing hidden emotions, and perceiving patterns invisible to others. They saw through social masks, detected lies instantly, and felt unconscious tensions. Jung called this dangerous because these people consistently ended up isolated, exhausted, and unable to maintain normal relationships. Not unstable, but facing a profound psychological cost no one understood. Today, we'll uncover surprising facts that change how you view this rare ability. The key case started in 1913 with an introverted, intuitive patient. She instantly sensed a room's psychological atmosphere, who was lying, in pain, or resentful. Jung noted her extraordinary capacity caused considerable distress. She struggled socially, her perception shattering collective unconscious agreements. Jung saw this as perception too differentiated for social survival. He called this overwhelming absorption of others' unconscious contents participation mystique. This rare ability, common in the 1% introverted intuitive type, processes hidden emotional states with startling clarity. This creates the problem of the superior function. Your greatest strength becomes your greatest burden, causing psychic isolation. The danger isn't the perception itself, but this profound separation. If you recognize this gift, understand it's an advanced feature. The question is how to integrate it. Subscribe now to follow this series and learn Jung's path for transforming dangerous perception into wisdom. In the last chapter, we uncovered Jung's dangerous discovery, a rare perception that sees everything, often leading to isolation. But Jung found the real danger wasn't just this profound insight. It was something far more insidious. You become a target. Here's the shocking truth. People with highly differentiated perception often become victims of what Jung called shadow projection. This means others unconsciously attack you for reflecting what they refuse to acknowledge in themselves. When someone's hidden flaws are subtly revealed by your clear sight, their unconscious mind attacks the mirror. This isn't coincidence, it's a psychological defense. Jung documented patients suggesting a problem only to face an explosion of anger. They were accused of being negative or creating drama. This is the scapegoat phenomenon. Highly perceptive individuals become the problem in a group, not by causing issues, but by revealing existing ones. Practical tip: recognize this dynamic in your relationships. So, how does this overwhelming perception manifest? Jung observed 4 distinct patterns within the introverted intuitive type. Type 1, the feeling intuitive. They don't just see dynamics, they feel them, absorbing emotions so completely they struggle to separate their own feelings from others. Type 2, the thinking intuitive. They predict behavioral outcomes and relationship failures with uncanny accuracy, seeing patterns months before they occur. Type 3, the sensation intuitive. They sense physical manifestations of psychological states, detecting illness or distress before symptoms appear. And Type 4, the pure intuitive. The rarest, they see everything but struggle to organize or express their vast insights, living in perpetual overwhelm. Understanding your specific pattern is crucial for what Jung called the integration challenge. Next, we'll uncover the 3 dangers Jung identified that make this discovery so threatening and how they contribute to profound isolation. Last time, we touched on the immense pressure of seeing everything others miss. But Jung discovered this rare ability comes with specific, alarming dangers. These aren't just inconveniences, they threaten your very sense of self. Danger 1, collective unconscious disruption. When you see through the shared illusions holding groups together, you become a destabilizing force. Society relies on unspoken agreements to ignore certain truths. Simply existing authentically with your perception violates these, often making you an unwitting outcast. Danger 2, psychological isolation. Jung called this the problem of superior function. Your greatest strength becomes your greatest burden. He wrote, The curse of consciousness is that it cannot be shared with those who do not possess it. You become an island of awareness, living in a different reality from most. Danger 3. Identity dissolution. Most disturbing of all, Jung found that highly perceptive individuals can lose contact with their own personality. You absorb so much unconscious content from others that your psychological boundaries dissolve. Jung termed this participation mystique, where you risk psychological annihilation, a complete loss of individual identity. So, how do you prevent this? The first step is conscious discrimination. Jung taught patients to recognize when they were absorbing material that wasn't their own. A practical tip: spend time in complete solitude daily. This allows absorbed material to settle, helping you hear your own authentic psychological voice. This vital practice is just the beginning of what Jung called the individuation process. In the last chapter, we uncovered Jung's first step for highly perceptive individuals: recognition and differentiation. Daily solitude helps you reclaim your authentic self from the flood of others' emotions. But Jung warned this is just the beginning. Now we dive into phase 2, shadow integration. Here's a shocking truth. The more intensely you perceive others' hidden flaws, their deceptions, or their cruelty, the more likely you are denying those very same qualities within yourself. Jung discovered that unintegrated shadow content creates a mirror effect. The parts of others that irritate us the most are often reflections of our own unacknowledged inner world. Jung famously wrote, "Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves." Shadow integration isn't about becoming a bad person. It's about acknowledging your complete humanity. Accept that you contain every human quality you observe in others. This courageous inward look allows you to see clearly, without judgment, and without being overwhelmed by another's unconscious. Jung famously wrote, "Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves." Shadow integration isn't about becoming a bad person. It's about acknowledging your complete humanity. Accept that you contain every human quality you observe in others. This courageous inward look allows you to see clearly, without judgment, and without being overwhelmed by another's unconscious. To apply this, next time someone's behavior triggers you intensely, pause. Ask yourself, where might this quality, this capacity, exist within me? Just by asking, you begin the process of integration. This vital internal work paves the way for phase 3, conscious participation. This is where you develop psychological containers, the ability to engage with others' unconscious contents temporarily, knowing they are not your own. It's the path from destructive observation to integrated wisdom. The previous chapter explored how your clear perception can make you a target for shadow projection. But Jung's most dangerous discovery uncovered an even more profound threat: the gradual dissolution of your own identity. He called this participation mystique. Here's the shocking truth. When you absorb the unconscious contents of others, their hidden emotions, unspoken fears, and collective tensions, you risk losing contact with your authentic self. Your psychological boundaries blur. You become so flooded with external material that distinguishing your inner world from what you've unconsciously absorbed becomes nearly impossible. This isn't just feeling overwhelmed, it's a slow psychological annihilation. Jung saw this as an urgent crisis for his highly perceptive patients. His radical solution was the individuation process. This is his systematic path to maintaining your unique identity while developing a conscious, healthy relationship with the vast unconscious information you perceive. It's the journey from being possessed by perception to wisely wielding it. Actionable step, phase 1, recognition and differentiation. Jung's core instruction was both simple and powerful. Dedicate time to complete solitude, daily. This isn't about avoiding people, it's about creating vital psychological space. This quiet time allows all the absorbed external energies and emotions to settle. Only in this stillness can you clearly discern your own thoughts, feelings, and authentic psychological voice from those you've unconsciously taken on. This conscious discrimination is the absolute bedrock of individual development, helping you reclaim your inner world. In our next chapter, we'll delve into Phase 2, shadow integration, and why confronting your own inner darkness is crucial for true wisdom. Your extraordinary perception reveals uncomfortable truths about others. But here's Jung's startling insight. The shadows you see most clearly in others are often mirrors of your own unacknowledged self. This is Phase 2, shadow integration. Jung found that highly perceptive individuals often struggle most when they haven't faced their own shadows. The more you deny your capacity for deception or judgment, the more these traits in others will overwhelm you. Your greatest strength can become a burden. Practical tip: integrate your shadow by consciously acknowledging you contain every human quality you observe. This isn't about being bad. It makes you a complete person. As Jung said, everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. Look inward, not just outward, to see clearly without reactive judgment. This internal work brings profound clarity, moving you beyond feeling targeted. You become a complete person. Next is Phase 3, conscious participation. This involves engaging with others' psychological contents without being overwhelmed, maintaining your individual identity. Jung described this as serving as a bridge. You help make the unconscious conscious in others, crucially without sacrificing your own psychological integrity. This demands developing psychological containers. These are firm mental boundaries allowing you to temporarily hold others' unconscious content. You remain aware these feelings are not yours. You become a stable presence, perceiving deeply without dissolving into the collective. This transforms dangerous perception into integrated wisdom. Jung's most dangerous discovery culminates here, that superior perception isn't a flaw, but a powerful, advanced feature of human consciousness. This gift either destroys you or transforms you into exactly what humanity needs. At the highest level of development, individuals achieve what Jung called the transcendent function. They learn to hold their perceptive abilities lightly, seeing clearly without attachment or compulsion to fix everything. Jung's own patient from 1913, initially overwhelmed, epitomized this transformation. After 3 years, she learned to differentiate her own thoughts from absorbed content. She built a life where her insights were valued, moving from a perceived curse to a consciously developed gift. Jung wrote, "The patient learned not to see less, but to see more wisely." Your challenge isn't to suppress your perception, but to develop the individuation skills to integrate it consciously. Your gift is not the burden, your unconscious relationship to it is. Learn conscious integration and you become a consciousness pioneer, preparing humanity for its next evolutionary step. Jung's method offers a path from dangerous isolation to conscious service, from overwhelm to integrated wisdom. The world needs your unique insights, delivered with wisdom and strategic awareness. If you recognize yourself as a highly perceptive individual, share your type in the comments below. Join this rare community. Subscribe for more insights into Jung's discoveries. And for strategies to protect your consciousness, explore my video on 7 dangerous Carl Jung psychology places that destroy your mind. Thank you for watching. See you in the next dimension.